Hey, what's up, guys? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining us. We are out here finally getting back into the wilderness and camping, getting some of that fresh air, getting away from the civilization and all the bad news on the television and the internet. So we're just enjoying ourselves, a quick overnighter. So in a little bit, you're going to see our tents, you're going to see your delicious food. But today's video, we're going to be reviewing the flashlight that I've been testing since about 8 months ago. And today we're talking about the Wowtac A6 flashlight. This is a great budget-friendly everyday carry flashlight, and I've really come to enjoy it. Once again, I love that it's budget-friendly. I think budget-friendly is going to be the name of the game for a while. So in a little bit, you're going to see us using this while out here in the camp. So thank you for joining us on another adventure. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so before we start showing the different modes, I'm going to give you guys a brief rundown on the specs. Now, it does have 6 different lighting modes. Once again, we're just going to wait until the sun sets so you can see them in action. Other than that, it does come with an 18650 rechargeable battery already included on here. And the way you charge that is there is a charging port back here. You can see it right here. Now, I'm doing this one-handed, so forgive me, but there you go. And it does come with the USB cable as well. So that's going to save you in the long run with batteries. It is impact resistant for 1.5 meters, the usual for these type of lights. So the everyday wear, the everyday use, you dropped it from your pants pocket, you know, when you were getting into your truck or whatever the case may be. These usual, you know, wear and tear moments, it's going to be just fine. It is also waterproof up to 6 feet. So if you drop this in a puddle, something like that, you're going to be fine. Now, if you hurl this into the ocean, well, that's a different story. But once again, we're not trying to torture test it. We're just trying to show it, you know, in everyday wear. And look at it, how well it's held up. And I've been using this since late summer. And what I like the most out of all this is that it's budget friendly. It's about $30 on Amazon, guys. And keep in mind, look how small that is. You just clip this onto your pocket and you got 6 different modes. It's rechargeable. It's pretty tough. And yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying this light. Okay, folks, so sun has set. You could see our fire burning out there. That's our camp. We're about 35 feet away from the campfire. So let's go ahead and start showing the different modes. Now, the first mode is Firefly mode. It's really something to look into inside your backpack, inside your glove compartment kind of thing. Let me shine my specs here with it. So what you do is you hold the button down for a couple seconds. 1, 2, 3, boom, here it is. Now, as you can tell, I can read perfectly fine from this notepad. Firefly mode is 0.5 lumens. The runtime is 104 days. So, very low and slow. However, really, there's not a lot of illumination here. So, about 6 feet away, right now I have it aimed at the floor. I can see the floor. However, it doesn't come through the camera. It's funny how some things the eye can pick up that the cameras can't, even though we have, you know, advances in technology when it comes to pixels and all that. But once again, you can see it here. Without moving the light, I'm just going to take away the notepad, and you cannot see it. But I can see about 6 feet away. So, I mean, in a pinch, in an emergency, I want to see in front of me. However, I'm not that comfortable using this if I have to keep an eye out on camouflaged animals like a rattlesnake. But it is on. It's definitely on. You can see right there. All right, so another thing, let me just show you this just so you guys have a backdrop. Now, if you hold the button down a couple seconds, one it acts as the Firefly mode, but if you keep holding it down, it's going to have this lockout feature. So hold it down a couple seconds. 1, 2, 3. It turns off, right? So if you have kids and, you know, you don't want them to be messing with your stuff and then when you need it, it's out of charge, check it out. I'm clicking the button. It doesn't let me. It's giving me that red light, so it's locked out. So if they mess with it or it's bouncing around in your pack, whatever the case may be, it's locked out, so you don't got to worry about it accidentally draining. So hold it down another 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. There you go. And we're back at it. Moving on to low mode. Click it once. There you go. Now low mode is 12 lumens and the runtime is 104 hours. I am a little bit more comfortable if I had to wander the desert with this light. It isn't the strongest, but you know, if you got to watch your energy, you got to watch the power on your light. Low mode 104 hours is really good. Now let's move it down to the fire. Once again, through our eyes, it looks a lot stronger. Through the camera, it's not coming through, but there it is. And you cannot see the vehicle off in the distance, my truck. You only see the reflections of the license plate. Let me see if I can shine the light on our tents. Not really, huh? Not a lot. All right, so let's go ahead and change it up to medium. So you just hold the light down once. And there you go. Here's medium. Medium's a lot stronger. This is the average mode that you're going to have it on, really. It's average EDC power. It's about 80. It is 80 lumens, and it'll last you 16 hours. I am far more comfortable traversing the wilderness in the nighttime with this light. I'm able to see my fire. Can't really see too much of the vehicle off in the distance, but it does shine a light a lot stronger. See if we could see a little bit of Cuervo's chair over there. Our tents. Somewhat. Alright, and let's move it to high. So hold it down once more. Oh, there you go. And high is 400 lumens, and it'll last you 3.5 hours. Moving to our campfire. Let's see our vehicle off in the distance. It's getting easier to see. You kind of see a little bit of the headlights. Cuervo's chair. Our ice chest full of bacon and beer because we are manly men. We have our tents over here. So this is pretty good. This is, once again, medium and high are kind of just the average that you're going to use for a light that you're going to have accessible to you every day. Okay, so here's light. Here's high. Once again, as we said, it's 400 lumens. Now, if you double-click this bad boy, you're going to get turbo, and that's 1,460 lumens. It'll last you for 2 minutes. Very bright. I mean, this is really strong. See the truck back there. Chair. Ice chest. Tents. I mean, this is really strong. This is a spotlight. Not only, the main circle, that circle over there, but just the surrounding aura of light is really strong. I mean, really great. However, I can feel it warming up on my hand already. The flashlight is getting very hot, so it's only going to last you that long for about 2 minutes. So just be careful. Now, the max distance in the highest setting, which is turbo, is 174 meters. I mean, so it's really strong. I really like it. And after that, after 2 minutes, it's going to drop down. Now, I'm not too certain. I'll annotate how, what it drops down to. It could probably just drop down to the high of 400 lumens. But, yeah, I mean, I could feel my hand getting really warm right now. And now for the last feature, which is completely useless in my opinion, but these flashlight companies, they don't understand this. But you click this thing 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and you got strobe mode. Now, strobe mode, for those of you who want to know, it is 350 lumens and it'll last you 7 hours. Let's get out of this. There you go. So going back to a regular mode. Now, strobe mode, once again, I've said it many times, it's pretty useless. Now, I will admit, I've said this before in another review, but strobe mode did save my butt once. With my ex-girlfriend a few years ago, her alternator gave out in her car. I mean, we were just driving and it just died out in a street that does have a lot of traffic, but it was a very dark street. And while we were pushing the vehicle, I'm pushing the car to get it out of the street. I was somewhat worried that, a vehicle's not going to notice me till it's too late. So we did place a flashlight, not this one, but another one, in the back, her what do you call it? The back window, whatever. and we had it on strobe mode, and I feel like it really did help with cars coming up. You know, they do notice a movement like this as opposed to just a solid light. And yeah, I was able to just push the car out of the way. We even got some people to stop and help us out. But yeah, once again, in my 32 years of existence, it helped me once. Other than that, I really don't think it's that necessary. So just a brief rundown once again on the different modes. I'm gonna hold this down. There you go. There's Firefly. Once again, you're reading something, reading a map, something like that. Other than that, not much uses. Then, low, 12 lumens, medium, 80 lumens, high, 400 lumens. Double click this baby, 1,460 lumens. So not too bad for a light that's about 3 inches long, and it's not that heavy. I'll annotate the weight of it. Okay guys, so it is the next morning. We had a lovely evening. We got to relax, and that's the beauty of the desert. You get these beautiful sunsets and, you know, really relaxing night. But once the sun rises, guys, we are, one, baking by the sun, and two, these bugs, these flies are just everywhere. So trying to get out of here. So I'm not going to make this video terribly long. So final thoughts on the Wowtac A6 flashlight. I really do enjoy it. You get a lot of bang for your buck. For 30 bucks, you're getting an 18650 battery that's rechargeable. It already comes with the USB charging cord. You know, it's pretty sturdy for an outdoors light, for an everyday carry light. I really do enjoy it. Now, for those of you looking for a comparison, here's my ThruNite TH10 V2 flashlight. This is the one that goes in my haversack. And then here's my other everyday carry. I alternate between the Wowtac and this one, the ThruNite T1, and you can tell it's middle of the road in terms of size. And look at these damn flies. So yeah, I really like it. The one complaint I do have about it, and it is a weird thing to complain about, but this clip is just extremely tight. So it's a little harder. It's not as natural to put on your pocket or remove from your pocket as this one, for example. So yeah, just a little bit harder. So you struggle there for a little extra second, but other than that, I mean, it's no big deal. So that's about it for me, guys. So we're going to pull up stakes. We're going to head on back home. So if you have any questions, go ahead and comment down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Big thank you to Wowtac, who sent this light to me back in, like, October. So thank you, guys. So we'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.